Do you feel optimistic about a slowing inflation rate?
Yes, I trust we have the smartest people working for us at the federal bank, and they've made some severe and drastic rate hikes to theoretically curb this inflation.
No, I think we're in for it for the long haul here. I think we're probably going to get inflation's going to keep going for a while. I don't think we're there yet. I think we're going to interest rates are going to climb, and if interest rates go up another couple percentage, it'll do two things. One, that'll help slow down inflation, but the other problem, it'll hurt construction industry because down goes the our kids are not going to be able to afford homes, and so it's a two-edged sword, right?
On the other hand, so many people aren't being paid enough. Lots of articles about the gig economy and how terrible that is, and that's going to mean the rest of us are going to have to pay more for those goods and services. So I hope it's going in the right direction.
It's not a big concern of me. I mean, I think in the short term, things will slow down, and we see what the Bank of Canada is doing, increasing interest rates. So that should lower inflation expectations, I think. And we see changes like in petroleum and in food, and so I think in the short term we should be okay. There's no cause for alarm, and there's no reason to put tons and tons of money in the pockets of people to say, because people are just going to spend anyways, right?
I feel a little concerned about the interest rates jacking so quickly. Like, I'm afraid people might lose their homes. On the same token, though, I think we needed an increase because house prices were out of control. And again, for my kids, they worry that they'll never be able to afford a home. So I think I'm optimistic, but it's also a little nervous. So I think it could go either way.
I am optimistic about a slowing inflation rate. I think we're probably hammering too much on interest rates. I guess it's the only tool we have, but it's like taking a sledgehammer to kill a mosquito. In time, the supply chain issues, the demand supply issues, they will sort it out. I'm sure we'll get back to a reasonable inflation rate. I guess the question is, we long accept that 2% is the right rate. Maybe it should be 3 or 4%. Because that doesn't give the Bank of Canada much room to move on interest rates. But I am optimistic. It's coming down. It'll continue to come down, I believe.
Well, I'm not an economist, but there may be some signs. The price of gas in our area went down a little bit, so maybe things are going to turn.
Yes, I do. I think that's possible. I think that making sure that all citizens have a roof over their heads and some work to do, and that our system allows for every Canadian to be protected from food insecurity and the like is important. So I do think that it's in the power of the government and the private sector to work together to help reduce the rate of inflation.
I think government's doing what they can, the central bank's doing what they can to bring it down, but I think we'll get there, but I think there could be a lot of pain along the way for consumers.
I'm no economist here. I feel like, as far as what I know, I guess the biggest litmus test from where I stand is like just seeing housing prices and housing becoming an investment. So I've seen that cooling, so I'm optimistic that we're starting to do something, but I think that there's more than like a onesie-twosie approach. Like, we need a longer-term strategy for inflation to be kept under control, because soaring food, like here in Newfoundland and Labrador, food prices were always expensive, and they're exorbitant now, and it's just been being jacked up even more. So am I optimistic? Cautiously so, but I think we need more sustained changes, more than just the housing market.